Rupert is super chilled today. He has been loving the sunshine recently. Okay, so hi and welcome. We're going to be doing a bit of a mindful stretch. And I just want to start by focusing on a bit of breathing, just getting into that zone. And then we're going to move our bodies in a nice gentle way just to reset and hopefully recharge. Okay, so come into a seated position, however feels good for you. Okay, and then from here, we're just going to inhale through the nose and exhale out through the mouth. Good. If you want to close your eyes, you're welcome to, or you can keep them open. I don't mind. Inhale through the nose and then exhale out through the mouth. Okay. If you would like to, you're welcome to place your fingertips on your rib cage, and I want you to think about your rib cage expanding. So we're relaxing the shoulders. It's not belly breathing, it's not shallow breathing, it's from the rib cage. So we inhale and the rib cage expands, and then exhale, the rib cage comes down. Good, and we try and relax into it. So inhale, rib cage expands, and the rib cage comes down. Good, let's go 2 more of these. So inhale, exhale, release. And then last one, inhale. And exhale. Fantastic. Lovely. So from here, extend one leg. Draw the other leg in, give it a hug. Feel that stretch in that bottom cheek. And then if you'd like to add that rotation, you can look over the shoulder. Same again, focus on that breathing. So inhale through the nose. Rib cage expand, exhale out through the mouth. So try and relax those shoulders, sink into the stretch. And then inhale, on the exhale, bring it back to center. Good, let's go on to the other side. So give that knee a hug first of all, feel that bottom cheek stretch. And then if you'd like to, you're gonna add that rotation. Good, keep breathing. Inhale through the nose, exhale out through the mouth. Good, so really try, focus on that breathing, get that oxygen flowing around the body, around those muscles. Last big inhale, and then exhale, gently release. Good. Okay, from here, extend those legs. We're going to inhale. On the exhale, reach up towards the ceiling. We're going to keep it moving. So reach for those toes as far as you comfortably can, and then restack. So inhale, reach up. Exhale, hinge at the hips and see whether you can reach just that little bit further each time, feeling that stretch at the back of the legs. Good, try and relax the legs as much as you can. We're going to go for one more. Exhale, reach it forward and hold it there. Breathe. So really feel that stretch at the back of the legs. If you're able to, you're going to pull the toes just towards you ever so slightly to feel that stretch. Calf, hamstring muscles. Keep those knees relaxed. Good. Breathe into that stretch. Keep hold. 3, 2, 1, and gently ease out. Fantastic. So just remember, with a stretch, never any pain. Okay, if there's any pain, please do stop. But there's going to be a bit of mild discomfort. Stretches aren't always the most enjoyable, but they are so beneficial. Okay, let's take it into the lower back. So bend one knee, extend the other leg out to the side. Sit up nice and tall. We're going to inhale. On the exhale, lean towards your extended leg and look up towards the ceiling. Feel that stretch in that lower back, in that QL, that quadratus lumboris. So quadrilateral shape for that lower back. And then if you're feeling it and want to increase that stretch, reach up and over. Same again, keep looking up. Good, really breathe into that stretch. Try and relax the leg. So we're focusing on stretching out that lower back. And then nice big inhale. On the exhale, can you sink just a little bit deeper into it? And then inhale. On the exhale, bring it up. Good. Wonderful. Okay, swap it over. So extend the other leg. Sit up as tall as you can. Inhale. On the exhale, lean it over. Just reach as far as you can. Feel that stretch. Hi, Roops. Are you slowly waking up? And then if you want to increase it, reach that arm up and over. Breathe into that stretch. Make sure you're looking up as much as you can. Good. Keep hold. And then take an inhale. On the exhale, see whether you can increase that stretch. And then inhale. On the exhale, bring it back to center. Great. Okay, from here, we're going to open up the hips. So come up into a bit of a kneeling position. Extend one leg out to the side. Oh, Rupert's off. He didn't fancy this stretch. He is the best at downward dog. So extend one leg to the side, and I want you to kind of lean forward into that stretch, and you should be feeling that stretch in that inner thigh there. Good. So hold into it if you can. Lovely. So really sink into it. If you fancy, you can have a little play actually. So it's all about the foot. If you wanted to turn the foot up, you might feel that stretch a bit more in the groin. Just see where you can feel it. So it's all about how that foot is, as long as you're feeling it. So you're leaning forward and then lean back for me. Good. Really feel that right in that hip. That's the one. Same again, you can play around with that foot and that bit of rotation. Good. And then inhale. On the exhale, bring it back to center. Good. Change it onto the other side. So extend. So first of all, we're leaning forward into that stretch, opening up that inner thigh into that groin. Good. Hold, breathe. Love it. And then if you want to play around with that foot, you can, and then try and sit back a little bit more. Good. That's the one. And then inhale. On the exhale, bring it back to center. Good. Okay, from here, we're going to come onto our tummies. We're going to take a nice big inhale. On the exhale, we're going to push away and hold that stretch there. So we should be feeling this stretch in the core. So I want you to bring your shoulders back and down, but try and lift that rib cage. So you're separating the rib cage from the pelvis, feeling that stretch in the core. Nice big inhale. On the exhale, we're going to take it back into a child's pose. So back to your child's pose. Hold it there. And then inhale. On the exhale, we're going to take it forward again. So take it forward, open up. Feel that stretch in the core, all the way down into that pelvis. Inhale. On the exhale, take it back into your child's pose. Good. We're going to do one more of these. So nice big inhale. On the exhale, take it forward. Lovely. Feel that stretch. Stay strong in the arms. And then inhale. On the exhale, take it back to your child's pose. Great. Okay, we're going to come up into a bit of a downward dog and give the feet a bit of a pedal out. So from here, stick your bottom up towards the ceiling. Look in between those legs. Give those heels a pedal out. Feel that stretch in the calf muscles. Maybe a bit of the hamstrings as well. Good. Don't worry if your heel doesn't quite touch the floor. If that's something you'd like to work towards, then I encourage you to continue stretching out those calf muscles on a more regular basis, and you will get there. Keep breathing, inhale through the nose, exhale out through the mouth. Let's go one more pedal either side. Enjoy. And then when you're ready, bring those knees down. Okay, we're going to go for a cat and cow stretch. Stretch out all of those back muscles. So inhale into your arch. Bring that chin up. Arch that back as much as you can. Exhale, chin to the chest, round that back. Squeeze that core. Inhale, arch. Exhale, round, squeeze. Inhale, arch. Exhale, round. Okay, one more. And then last one. Good. I love having long hair, but sometimes I probably should tie it up. Okay, from here, we're going to come on to our backs. And we're going to come into a full body stretch. So lengthen yourself out, extend the fingers, extend the toes. I want you to reach as much as you can. So take a nice big inhale. Reach, 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 reach. Exhale, relax for a moment. Inhale, nice deep breath. Reach, reach as much as you can. Exhale, release. One more, nice big inhale. Reach, stretch, and then exhale. Bring it in. Wonderful. Place the arms to the side. We're going to go for some knee drops. Gently keep it moving, and then we'll come into a stretch. So feet and knees together. Inhale, drop the knees down. Exhale, center. Inhale, down. Exhale, center. So really focus on that breath. Relax the neck and the shoulders. One more either side. Just really focus on breathing and slowing down that nervous system. And then drop the knees down to one side. Hold that stretch there. You might feel that stretch in your bottom cheek, in your lower back, maybe in the chest, wherever your body needs to feel it. On every exhale, just try and sink into that mat just that little bit deeper. And then inhale. On the exhale, drop the knees to the other side. Hold that stretch there. Just take some time for yourself. Just to thank your body for everything that it does. And then inhale. On the exhale, come back. Lovely. Bring those knees into the chest. Give it a hug. If you want to rock from side to side, you're welcome to. Lovely. And then when you're ready, just come into a full body stretch again. Just relax into the mat. Just relax all those muscles that we've just stretched. If you want to ease out the neck, you can. If you want to ease out the wrists and the ankles, you can. On every exhale, just sink into that mat just that little bit deeper. And I want you to think of 3 things. 3 happy things that have happened today. They can be tiny little things, things that have made you smile on the outside, smile on the inside, things that have made you feel good or appreciated, or something you have done, something you've seen, something you've heard. Just 3 lovely little things that have made you really smile and value today. Good. Keep breathing. Inhale through the nose and exhale out through the mouth. Last big inhale for me. And exhale. Wonderful. Okay, there is no rush. From here, we're going to come up to a seated position. If you want to roll onto your side and then come up to a seated position, that is okay. Fantastic. Okay, from this seated position, if you want to keep your eyes closed, you can, or if you want to open them, that is also okay. We're just going to roll the shoulders up and back down. Hopefully those shoulders have melted a little bit more, melted that tension away. One more, and then relax those shoulders back and down. Ease out that neck, so inhale to look one way, exhale to look the other way. One more either side, and then we'll bring it back to center. Wonderful. Thank you so much for joining me for today. Hopefully that helped just to relax your nervous system, move your body just a little bit, have a bit of time for you as well. So those 3 things that you thought of today, hold on to them. Really cherish those moments, because I often find it's the small little things in life that are actually the bigger things. And it's just focusing on being in that present moment just that little bit more, thanking yourself, and just saying well done for getting through a day, whether that be a fantastic day or perhaps a not so good day. But just remember to keep smiling always. Have a fantastic rest of the day, and hopefully I will get to see you soon.